Kevin, we're in the NEC in Birmingham today, ready for the kitting out process for Baku. How have you
Yep.
found the whole process so far?
Oh, it's been really good. Yeah, very, very efficient. Even had a personal shopper to look after me and make sure I'd got all the right sizes. Take the stuff. I didn't even have to put it back on coat hangers, which it just speeded everything up and made it super efficient. Yeah, great.
It makes the competition that extra little bit special, I suppose, having this kind of kitting out process before.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, I think when the officials, the athletes, anybody comes to a kitting out, it actually makes them realise that this is a big event. This is special. Anything to do with Team GB is always exceptionally special, and it just gives you a feeling of being special. So yeah, it really does work well.
I suppose it also brings that team element into play, so we don't often get all the shooters in one place on one day, do we?
Well, we don't get all the shooters in one place on one day very often, across the different disciplines. And I think also for them to see other sports kitting out as well, that starts to make them realise that this is a slightly more special event than normal.
Talk us through what's available from Baku. Quota places.
Yeah, at Baku there are quota places available in all of the shotgun events. That's double trap men, skeet men, ladies skeet, ladies trap.
And shooting really are taking this seriously, aren't they?
Oh, very seriously. Yeah, it's a very important event for us. The field is not as with a normal World Cup. It's not so big, but obviously the quality is going to be very high because Europe is a very strong part of the world shooting nation. So.
Talk us through shotgun so far since Ed secured his silver last year.
Yeah, we've had some great results really, but there are results that are very, very close but not close enough. I think we've had 4 shooters now that have been in either shoot-offs or just outside of the quota place position. Obviously Steve Scott is one of those who's actually been in that position, twice now with the World Championships and also in Cyprus where he shot off for a quota place there. And then Jez Bird in the skeet, the same thing in Cyprus, and Rod Gould in Mexico also shot off for a place, and Matt French made the final in Mexico. So, they've all been very, very close, but just need that little bit more. But I'm confident that if you keep knocking on the door, in the end you're going to walk through, and I'm sure that we will get more quota places.
And there is that potential at Baku, which is a multi-sport event. How important is it? Obviously, they've had their experience, some of them from the Commonwealths and London 2012.
Yeah.
How important is it to get that experience here as well, leading into Rio?
Massively, and especially for some of the athletes that have only perhaps been to a Commonwealth Games, because I think, the Commonwealth Games is a very friendly, happy environment, whereas the Olympics is a different level again. It's friendly and happy, but there is also, the reality that this is a very serious thing. And I think Baku will give some of the younger athletes the experience of multi-sport as part of Team GB, because being part of the Commonwealth Games, whichever home nation you represent, is different from being part of Team GB.
We've got some experienced athletes and some younger athletes. Are you going to be looking at those experienced athletes to give some advice to those younger ones?
Yeah, well, we've got certain athletes in the team who've been to numerous Olympics, and they will hopefully pass on some of the knowledge of how to deal with the different environments, the different scenarios, and things not to do and things to do. So yes, they will be able to pass down their knowledge.
Perfect. Have you had a look at the facilities in Baku yet?
I've seen some pictures, but that's all. I have been to Baku. I went to Baku last year on the way to the World Cup final in Gabala. So it looks like a really nice city, to be honest. Yeah.
Could you just talk us through, just away from Team GB and more British shooting side, can you talk us through some of the schemes that are in place now that weren't perhaps there 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, the Academy, Target Tokyo are just, they're fantastic, because if we go back to 2 weeks ago, first selection shoot for Great Britain Olympic trap, there must have been in the region of 20 new faces there, and they were all sort of at the lower end of the age scale. So there has been a massive influx of young shooters in the Olympic disciplines since these were put into place. And already we've seen success. You know, Jez Bird is an academy shooter who's shot off for a quota place for the Rio Olympics. You know, so we're seeing some great results across the board, and we're also seeing an influx of new young shooters. Same in double trap, same in skeet, and you know, I know rifle and pistol are doing the same thing. So massively good things happening, and so positive.
It is very much a long-term plan, though, isn't it? And important that the lottery money is spent in the right places.
Yeah. No, it is a long-term thing, and you know, if you don't keep introducing new people and trying to bring them through, you know, you're going to run out of talent. So it is important, but also we must realise that it is a long-term thing. They're not going to start performing, you know, straight away.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah.